All eyes on Georgia today after months of campaigning in the general and the runoff election.
The race to decide the final seat in the U.S. Senate is almost over. Joe Donlon has more on what could be a late night in Georgia.
Well, we'll see, I guess. I mean, they start counting the votes when the polls open, so we may get some results tonight. But as you mentioned, we all kind of thought we were past the midterms.
Right.
Most areas they are, but in Georgia they do have the runoff if you don't get more than 50%. So here we are today. It is indeed Election Day in Georgia. Not just any race here. It is one seat, of course, but the outcome from today could mean a significant shift for the U.S. Senate. The Georgia Senate race between Democratic incumbent Raphael Warnock and Republican challenger Herschel Walker has reached runoff Election Day, much to the relief of voters.
We've been inundated with text messages and calls, and I think we're all ready for this to be over.
Too much media, too many calls, texts. It's just been crazy. It's kind of annoying.
The bombardment of ads included plenty of mudslinging, with both candidates questioning their opponent's character.
Right now, I'll put my character against Raphael Warnock any day.
My opponent says many things. You can't believe any of it.
Democrats have already secured control of the Senate, but the outcome of this race will impact how much leverage each party has.
Right now, this is a good time for people to go out and vote, have their voices heard, and have their vote counted.
We had historic turnout during the early voting period, but we should not rest on our laurels. The job is not done.
With nearly 2 million votes cast in early voting, turnout has already exceeded expectations.
Everybody assumed we'd have a decent amount of early vote, but not nearly 2 million altogether. Nobody saw that.
More than 1 million people are expected to cast ballots today, with an average wait time of about 2 minutes. Federal records show Warnock's campaign has spent about $170 million on the campaign so far, nearly 3 times as much as Herschel Walker's campaign, which spent nearly $60 million. So as for tonight, again, record numbers voted early, but several states do this differently, right? Some wait until after the polls close. Georgia does it now in these runoffs when they open. So that's going to give them a head start to start counting these some 2 million early and vote by mail ballots. So based on other runoff elections, we may get some projections possibly even within a few hours after the polls close. But a lot of votes to count. We'll see.
Interesting to watch. Okay, thanks, Joe.
Yep.